What's up, guys? How we doing? Welcome to episode 4, season 2 of the Filmroom. I'm here with Perry and Abner. Guys, how we doing? Welcome to the pod.
Doing great. Good to be back.
Doing good.
Abner, good to see you. This is like your third time joining all the time. It's good to see you again, finally. So, guys, without further ado, we have two topics today. Hopefully, will last a full hour. The first one being, one of the biggest events of the year is about to happen very soon, the Super Bowl. And one of the most famous things, popular things about this game are the trailers that we get during the game. That's why almost everyone watches this. So, with that said, I want us, Perry, we'll start with you, to give me your top 5 predictions of the kind of trailers for what movies we will see during the Super Bowl.
All right, yeah. So as we both know, Super Bowl, big game. I'd like to take a different approach of some stuff that maybe we haven't seen yet, and also some stuff that we have seen. I think we're gonna get a full trailer for Avengers Doomsday first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Just they've released several of them week to week. I think we get one big one at the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if we'll get it. Maybe we will. It does come out same day as of right now as Avengers Doomsday. But Dune Part 3 or Dune Messiah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm very excited for that movie. Loved the first two. And hopefully Denis Villeneuve brings some of that sauce back, even though I have full faith in them anyways. So regardless, I'm super excited for that. Um, let's see. I would say maybe we get a Digger trailer, the new Tom
Oh,
Cruise movie.
okay.
I know we got like a little teaser not so long ago, but it was only for a short bit. I think maybe we get a full thing for Digger. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if I wanna, if I said Avengers Doomsday, I gotta mention Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's one that we
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten any trailers for actually. So
Right.
I would expect to see that, considering it comes out before Avengers as well. Um, just to see the new iteration with Tom Holland in the next chapter in that story. And then last but not least, um, I would say we get something more with the Odyssey. That's my most anticipated movie of the year. Christopher Nolan. I think they're going to make a big splash at the Super Bowl for the Odyssey.
Okay. I mean, I do agree with you with a couple of those things, for sure. Abner, how about you?
Well, as you know, Jeremy, I don't really like watching movie trailers. I
Oh,
think
I know, believe me.
they spoil a lot of nowadays for a lot of the movie. But I would say the one that I'm most looking forward to is the Spider-Man one.
Mhm.
I feel like the way that they were able to, I want to see how they're able to transfer what happened to the last movie, where Peter didn't know anybody anymore. To well, Peter knew everybody, but they didn't know him. I want to see what goes on with that, and I want to see how the casting kind of looks. Obviously, I will not be watching the trailer, but
Mhm.
just first looks of the movie, like I think I'm very excited for that. Second movie I would say is Avengers Doomsday. Um, I already know a couple of the characters that are going to be in it from what I've heard back and forth, but I want to see how they're able to blend in all of that into a trailer without spoiling too much. I'm not sure if it's releasing, like if they're having a trailer released during the Super Bowl, but I know the Michael movie is also coming up soon, and that
Mhm.
has a big budget because
Oh,
Michael's
yeah.
family. Um, and also, if you put that in front of an audience that sort of relates with it, which is like pop culture audience, Super Bowl is pop culture. Um, you have a chance for a lot of eyes looking at that movie and saying, "Oh wow, I want to see that movie
Yeah.
in April." Uh, the fourth one is Dune. Obviously, that would be my top one. That's probably the movie that I'm most excited to see next year. Um, But again, I won't be watching anything. As Perry said, is I have full faith in him as well to come up with a classic once again. It's a shame that he won't continue it after, because the movie, I feel like the book after Messiah is actually better than Messiah from the books itself. It has more of a story because it relates to, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but
You know, I heard, it's not a spoiler, but I heard from someone's podcast that story, according to the book, doesn't end well. That's all I'm gonna say that I heard.
which one, Messiah?
Yeah, it doesn't end well.
It does not.
No, yeah.
That's all. That's all I know. That's all I will say.
It doesn't. Well, it depends on how you define well. But
Well, so the audience might now leave the theater with a happy face. That's all I
yeah,
know.
they probably will not. But that's why I said that the third book is actually a better book for it, because it actually ends on a climactic point where you're like, oh wow, that's incredible. They were right that. The second book, yeah, you're probably gonna leave the theater feeling a little sad. And the fifth movie, I think Toy Story 5. I'm looking for that one.
Good one.
Yeah, those are my top 5.
All right, so for my top 5, again, you guys already mentioned most of them, but like I said in the beginning, these are movies that we've not seen any looks from, except for maybe 2 or 3 of them actually. I lied, most of them. At 5, 2 years ago at CinemaCon, they gave us a full trailer for Michael 2 years ago, and right now, publicly, they released just a teaser for it. So now I'm fully expecting, with Michael releasing April 24th, just a couple weeks after CinemaCon this year, which I'm going to. Which, dude, for those of you that love movies and can spend a little bag, I highly recommend going to Vegas for CinemaCon. It's amazing. But anyways, Michael, the full trailer I expect to be online even during the Super Bowl, because man, one of the biggest pop stars ever. His biopic, the music will get you dancing. The trailer is phenomenal, and this might be a 2-part movie. I heard, which is good. 4, like you said, Abner, I have Toy Story 5. I do expect, which comes out in the summer of this year, I do expect us to get a little surprise trailer from Disney, whether it's Toy Story 5, the live action Moana, even maybe one of those or both. We don't know yet, but I do expect Toy Story 5 because they gave us a little teaser for that. And it's one of the biggest franchises out there that we grew up watching.
Yeah.
Which should start at 3, should end it after that. But they made it back after each film, so I trust them with the 5th one. This could be the last one. We don't know yet. But at 3, like I think you both said also, Spider-Man Brand New Day, with the stacked cast that we have here, with everyone I think returning also, this is a more grounded film. There's not going to be any of that space multiverse shit that I was tired of watching with Spider-Man. Sadie Sink is here with an unknown role still, but the teaser was leaked online. I, of course, as a Twitter head, I saw it, but it was blurry, so I couldn't see clearly. I do expect this to be out officially online during the big game because it was leaked online a month ago. This comes out July 31st. I think a couple weeks after or before my next choice, The Odyssey, which Tom Holland is also in, with Zendaya. The Odyssey, they showed us like a 5 or 6 minute prologue or epilogue. For those that saw Avatar, you saw this too in 3D even. We got a trailer already, a teaser. So I expect the full trailer to be out by then because we got the whole clip already in theaters. And when you see this trailer, you will see why it's made for IMAX. You will see that it was filmed using IMAX cameras, and that Christopher Nolan is one of the GOATs. After you see this trailer, after I saw this epilogue or the prologue, I fell in love, and this is a movie I'll rewatch over and over again. I don't care. So I fully expect a full trailer for The Odyssey. At 1, you guys also already mentioned this, but I fully expect one of the biggest films of the year to be shown and I don't think I have to even explain what it is, but it's definitely Avengers Doomsday. I would argue for Dune 3, but especially that Dune 3 is getting IMAX screens the first 3 weeks. Doomsday has to wait the fourth week before getting IMAX screen, which is crazy. But I hope it's worth it for Dune 3. But I fully expect the full trailer and the new look for Doctor Doom, which, by the way, I must mention this. What's crazy is that the 4 teasers for Doomsday generated 1 billion views, and none of those featured Doom. Imagine the views the trailer will get if we get a 1 second glimpse at Doom. 1 trillion, maybe. The fact that this comes out a year from now and the 4 teasers got 1 billion views, this is going to break the box office. I'm not even kidding. This movie is that big. 4 teasers, 1 billion views. But, anyways, the number one film for us to get first ever official trailer is for Doomsday. Like I said, the biggest film of the year for comic book fans, I would say. And it comes out same day as Dune 3, which Robert Downey Jr. and Timothée Chalamet coined as Doomsday, which I have marked on my calendar. But yeah, that's my list. With that said, Perry, Abner, are there any other movies that we should look out for during the big game that you have not mentioned yet?
I'm sure there's a bunch, but we'll have to wait for the game. Side note, who you got for the Super Bowl? Any predictions?
Depends on who's even in it. I'm not even that big of a fan. Who's even in the game?
So this weekend, the Patriots and Broncos play each other,
Yeah.
and the Rams and Seahawks play each other.
So the one of those two move on to the
Yep.
game?
Yeah, one of those, yeah.
Listen, whenever it comes to the big game, I'm always rooting for a team that either has some relevance to my side passions, my side hobby. So if it's the Rams, Justin Herbert, who's dating, not Justin, that's
Matthew Stafford plays for the
Matthew,
Rams.
yes. I was gonna say the one dating or married to Haley Steinfeld.
The Bills are out.
Okay, so it was Josh Allen. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta figure out who to root for based on my own passion, hobby, with some connections to those teams. But if not, I'm really watching it just for the trailers and the halftime show this time. But anyways, that's our list, guys. Make sure you comment down in the comments your thoughts, predictions, this and that, all that fun stuff. With this hot topic down, let's move on to the biggest one of the episode. And guys, this one came out more recently, this week actually, 2 days ago. With the biggest events for Hollywood, the Oscars are coming in I believe 2 months, and the nominations were out a couple days ago. And this is a topic that I know Perry and Abner were waiting to talk about. So without further ado, let's go on and show the nominees for the first category. We have the first one, writing original screenplay. Nominees, we have Blue Moon, we have It Was Just an Accident, Mari Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Perry, we'll start with you. Which one you win, and give me a short reason why.
Yeah, so a lot of good nominees there. I'm going to give you who should win and who will win. I think who should win is Sentimental Value. The movie is just gut-wrenching and just very, very real, and they do a really good job with the screenplay. It's also a foreign language film, Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out Blue Moon. That's a great screenplay as well. I think the winner is actually going to be Marty Supreme. I think that movie just gets crazier and crazier as it keeps on going. I think Timothée Chalamet gives his best performance to date, and everybody else follows through with it. It's based on a real life guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember his name, so I'm not entirely sure how it can be an original screenplay, but that's my pick, Marty Supreme.
All right, Abner, how about you?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing to say who should win it and who will win it. For me, I can't speak on the other movies like Sentimental Value. The
Mhm.
only two movies in that list that I saw was Marty Supreme and Sinners. Sinners is very, very creative, and I think that's the one
Mm.
that's going to win. However, who I
Okay.
should win it is actually Marty Supreme because of what the same things that Perry mentioned. That movie just gets more chaotic every single moment, and to write that it's very difficult. To
Mm.
screen is very difficult. Um, the dialogue fits every character in a perfect way. Like it was like the casting is also phenomenal for it. So that's who my pick is to win. Right, Marty
Mm.
Supreme.
I have to say the fact that I've only seen two films in this list, My Supreme and Sinners. I know Sinners was nominated has the most ever nominated movie in history of the Oscars, but the fact that I'm gonna have to pick Mario Supreme mostly because of the hype around this movie, the hype for Chalamet. And while I hope Sinners wins this, I do think Mario Supreme does get this award only because I've seen those two movies only in this one category. So my pick is Mario Supreme, but who should win? I hope it's Sinners.
We have to remember that the Academy also likes to give some of these awards out a lot to alternate what I would call alternate films, which are not that popular. For example, there's
Mhm.
a very high chance that Sentimental Value or Blue Moon might take it because they
You're
value
right. You're
that,
right.
especially recently. So
You're right. All right, guys. Next up, writing adapted screenplay. Nominee is Begonia, Frankenstein, Abner's favorite, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Perry, which one do you think will or should win this one?
So I've actually seen all of these movies.
Mhm.
They're all great. Uh, I would say that who I think should win
Mhm.
and probably will win is One Battle After Another by Paul Thomas Anderson. That movie is very chaotic in all the best ways. Um, it's got some of the best performances of the year. It's also very funny in a topic that can be very hard to watch.
Mhm.
So it does a good job blending a lot of humor and a lot of realism to it. So that would be my pick, One Battle After Another.
Abner?
well, you already know that I'm gonna pick Hamlet. Watching that movie was surreal to me. I was tuned into every single second of that movie. The way that it developed, the way that it dealt with a very harsh subject, which is the death of your child. Um, and to make it out of that, the way that Shakespeare makes it out of that environment and becomes, who we know today, the way that that movie was able to write it was,
Mhm.
for me, it's probably the best movie of the year for me in terms of dramatic effect and just sentimental.
Mhm.
So Hamnet.
I have to say, I've seen two of these films. I have both Hamnet and One Battle After Another on my list to watch. I've had no time to watch these movies yet, but only because I've seen Begonia and Frankenstein, I'm gonna pick still a movie that I've not seen yet. But I'm trusting Perry. I'm gonna have to choose one battle after another, only because I've heard the hype around PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, and I've just seen on Twitter so many good reviews on that movie. And Begonia was just a flat out weird movie. Frankenstein, I don't see. I mean, I would look for Jacob Lordy to, and obviously adult to get, this award. But for some reason, because it was a Netflix film, I see the hour. I don't know why. So I'm gonna pick one battle after another, despite not seeing it yet. So that's my pick. Next, visual. This is one of my favorite categories. Visual effects. Nominees. Although I think I can know who's gonna win this one right away. Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, which is on Apple TV Plus, and Sinners. Again, one of the biggest movies, one of the fan favorite movies of the year, Sinners. But Perry, we'll start with you again. Which one do you think not should win, but will win? Visual effects.
Yeah, well, luckily these are both the same. They should just rename this award the James Cameron Award. It's Avatar: Fire and Ash. I mean, just look at it. It's almost animated because it's all just on another planet. So many breathtaking visuals and creatures, and that whole world of Pandora is just one big visual playground for Cameron.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's the winner.
Abner?
I'm picking the same. I'm a big James Cameron fan. I think what he's able to do consistently, we take it for granted. Avatar should not be normal. Like the way that we do those movies, that should not be a normal thing, and we've established that it's a normal thing because of James Cameron. I'm gonna tell you something like I'm a big Avatar and James Cameron fan, and I own the Blu-ray for the director's edition and the collector's edition for it, and seeing the work that goes into those movies, it's mind like breaking,
Mhm.
and the way that you're able to sit in that theater and put those 3D glasses on, and it's a different world.
Yeah.
It's a different world, and I don't think any of these other movies, F1, Jurassic World, they were all great movies, but they cannot achieve what Avatar did. So
Hmm. Absolutely. And again, Avatar is known literally for visual effects.
yeah,
And the fact that we get a lot more of Pandora in this movie, people have been joking around saying that Avatar should be called Pandora. But F1, great movie. Jurassic World Rebirth, mid movie. This shouldn't, I mean, while the visual effects were pretty good, I don't think this should be considered at all for this category. That's my opinion. The Lost Bus, another Apple TV Plus movie. Not another. It is one. I'm surprised that's in this, but well deserving. And of course, Sinners. I'm not gonna pick who I think will win. I have a top two. This could be for me a two-way race between, like we all say, Avatar and Sinners. I'll be perfectly fine if it was Avatar or Sinners to win this, and I'll be okay for F1. The rest, I'll be shocked about. But my top three is Avatar, Sinners, and F1. I can't pick a solid winner for this one because it's just that good.
I swear, if Jurassic World wins, like they need to retire this award, man.
That'd be ridiculous.
It was a good movie, but that's not it.
But that movie cannot compete against
I don't
James
know,
Cameron.
the breathtaking visual of the flying Cheeto bag at the start of the movie. That honestly deserves the award, so I may change my pick there.
That's crazy. But anyways, I am picking Avatar, Sinners, or F1, with obviously Avatar, Sinners my top two. All right, next one, sound. This originally had two categories. This had, I believe, sound design and sound editing. Now it's called just sound. Nominees: F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and I might say this wrong, but it's Sirat. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what I'm seeing. Perry, we will start with you this time again. Which one will win best sound?
Yeah, so this is an interesting category. There's a lot of good movies between Sinners and One Battle After Another. I think those would be the favorites. But my pick to win and should win would actually be F1. The way that the sound design kicks in during all of the race sequences, you genuinely feel like you're on the grid and you're in that car. And then so I think that may be the shocker here. I would pick F1.
That would be a shocker, really.
Yeah, just because like the award darling favorites there would be One Battle After Another and Sinners. But I think F1, like I said, with the race sequences, that was truly just very impressive.
Okay, fair enough. Abner, how about you?
I'm going to pick Sinners in this movie. I think the way that they're able to build up that score and that sound just to a dramatic kind of effect, and the way that they're able to like increase it in the movie, just I mean, it's literally goosebumps. Seeing it, I own the Blu-ray for this as well, and seeing it on
Mm-hmm.
Blu-ray is even crazier to notice like the little things that you hear in the movie. And I think just because of that one scene where they're able to transcend different genres of music, um, to different times of music, I think that scene itself is should be nominated for the award just because of that. My second pick would obviously be F1. The cars,
Mm-hmm.
the way that they
Yeah.
create that sound was really really nice. So,
Mm-hmm. Honestly, about that, when I went on my tour, when I went to LA earlier in the year, and I went on my tour for I think it was Sony, Warner Brothers, or Paramount on their lot. They brought one of those tours brought me with a group inside each room, and one of the rooms showed us how they made the sound in the movies. And I'm really curious as to what they used to make the sounds for F1. They use real cars, or did they use the sounds in a room? That's what I'm curious to see, and I want to see the behind the scenes of F1 100%. But my two picks is gonna be obviously definitely F1 or I would say Sinners, but I'm gonna go F1 or one battle after another. No solid reason why. I just feel like Sinners has the um percent chance to win many other categories that might not be from sound, despite having all these nominations. But I think F1 or one battle after another goes to sound. I thought I thought Malik joined for a second. Okay. Next up, production design, big one here. Frankenstein, Hamnet, My Supreme, One Battle After Another again, or Sinners. Perry, go first. What you got?
This one's tough. I'm deciding between two. I would pick between Hamnet and Marty Supreme. I say Marty Supreme because they really did a good job building that 1950s New York aesthetic. They kind of just
Mm-hmm.
changed the whole environment to fit that. But with Hamnet, they have the whole stage play sequence, and it really feels like you're in that period piece with Shakespeare. So I think I'm talking myself into a Hamnet win for production design.
Abner, how about you?
I'm taking Hamnet. The way that they're able to transport us into such a dark period of history, where there was a big disease going on, everybody was dying, and yet you feel like you're actually there. The way that they're able to create the house environment, the costumes as well, and also the stage play scene as well. The way that I mean, I was able to visualize what it would feel like going into a Shakespeare play. Like, you put yourself in that scenario because you're like, I mean, I wonder what it would feel like to just have seen this type of show. And the movie did such a good job that you actually feel like you're there, uh,
Mm.
for that specific scene that Perry mentioned. So I'm going to pick Hamnet for this one.
For me, I'm picking either Frankenstein or Sinners. Frankenstein, if you saw the movie, the set design looks unreal. They put a lot of work into that one set alone. In that bell tower, that one set looks beautiful. And Sinners, they did a really great job throwing us back to that 30s vibe. I was and the color grading first of all, it's a whole different topic. But the set design for Sinners and Frankenstein, I thought both blew me away. So my top two, Frankenstein and Sinners, with my third one being Hamlet. But I won't be upset. I'll be happy if it's either Frankenstein or Sinners. My top two picks. Oh, this is a bigger one. Best. This should be the last
You
one, but
should
it's
save that
something.
for last.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. It's good. Okay. Music, original music. Dear Me, Golden, which is all over the radio. I Lie to You, which is one of my favorite songs from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy, and Train Dreams. Abner, we'll start with you this time. What do you think? What do you think will win?
I would love to hear how they categorize this award. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
are the qualifications for best original song? Because art is very subjective. And do they define it as the most popular one? Because clearly Golden wins here. Do
You
they
think so?
define, well, yeah, that's the most popular song of the year, like from film. Um, so I would really like to know, like, how they define it, because I mean, it may be popular, but did it have the impact that they wanted it? Did it have the impact within the movie? That's what I'm concerned about. But in terms of choice, I think Golden will take this just on how popular it was. So
All right, Malik, welcome to the pod.
How are you guys? Sorry I'm late.
Top, I'm putting in the spot now for best music original song between Dear Me, I Lied to You from Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Joy, and Train Dreams. Like, which one do you think will win, even though you might not have seen most of these movies? Give us your opinion real quick.
I'll be honest with you. I'll probably think Golden is the one from was K-pop Demon
K-pop
Hunters,
Demon Hunters, yeah.
Yeah. I would put my money on Golden, given on the popularity of that song alone. That's all you would hear for like months on end. Even now, from time to time. So I would put my money on that.
Perry, how about you? Did you ever give us one?
No, I haven't. I'm kind of with Abner and Malik on this. I know that the popular choice is Golden with K-pop Demon Hunters, but what I think should win is I Lied to You by Sinners.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna hope I Lied to You wins this, but one song that I'm surprised is not here is the one from Miley Cyrus from Avatar, the end credits song. That was a really good song. That should be on here. That was snubbed, in my opinion. But my pick here is I Lied to You with Golden Top, my second pick. But they really stepped on Miley Cyrus. That was a good song. Music original score: Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners. Malik, we'll start with you this time. What do you think will win this?
As far as the original score, probably Frankenstein. I'll be honest with you. Between Frankenstein or Sinners, as far as the original score.
Mm-hmm. Abner, how about you?
I'm going to pick Hamnet. The way that I left that theater feeling emotional because of the music itself within that emotional last scene and just the whole film, I'm going to pick Hamnet. My second choice would obviously be Sinners. As I mentioned before, it fits very well the storyline, but just Hamnet really took it to another level for me.
Perry, how about you?
For this one, I think I'm going to go with Ludwig Göransson's Sinners score. That movie kind of revolves around the score and the music, and I think it really does a good job telling the story through the music, which I can't really say with the other ones, although they're all great scores. I think Sinners transcends that to where it's its own story in itself.
Yeah, I have to go with you, Perry. I do think Sinners will win. Also, Sinners won the same award at the Golden Globes. So I won't be surprised if they win this again for the Oscars. The music was great, and I do think Hamnet is a close second. But I do think Sinners takes this award for music. Mostly because they won the Golden Globe for this. That helps a lot.
You know, the way that Perry kind of mentioned it kind of makes a lot of sense. Like the way that the film evolves around the score is very important.
Yeah.
Sinners might definitely take this, yeah.
All right, makeup and hairstyling. Frankenstein, we have Kokuo, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister. Abner, we'll go to you first. Which do you think will win this one?
I'm going to go with the underdog here because why not? The Smashing Machine.
The underdog? Really? Yeah. That's the one.
I think that's I mean, this is its only nomination, if I'm correct.
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, that story was very surreal to watch. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it deals on a very like sensitive topic, and the way that they were able
Yeah.
to kind of mesh that in, and the way that you feel like I mean, it's really hard to portray a boxer like him,
Mm-hmm.
or a wrestler. Um, and the hairstyling of the cast of the couples, everything just it made a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it, so I'm gonna go with the Smashing Machine.
All right, Malik, how about you?
I'll be honest with you. I gotta go with Sinners. If we're talking about makeup and hairstylists,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think Sinners might be the obvious choice
The
because
obvious.
although the Smashing Machine was really good, they adapted to like he adapted to the makeup to the role really well.
Mm-hmm.
And Kokuo was also like a pretty good one. Although we kind of see that a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they have their like traditional, they have more of a traditional makeup scene to
Yeah.
like that you
Right.
see in like the old Japanese TV shows and music. So I really
Mm-hmm.
got to go with Sinners on this one.
Perry.
Yeah, so for this one that I would have liked to seen isn't even on this list. I would have liked to see 28 Years Later with this award,
Ooh.
but from this list, I'm gonna go with Frankenstein. I think this is where it gets its win. Guillermo del
Mm-hmm.
Toro always does a good job with his creature designs, and Jacob
Mm-hmm.
Elordi's
Yes.
the monster is very unique, and also there's a lot of good period piece costuming and hairstyling with that as well. So I think
Mm-hmm.
this is where Frankenstein gets its win for me.
Yeah, again, Perry, I gotta go with you. I originally had Frankenstein from the very start, mostly because of J.K. Lordy. Him as a monster, he looked incredible, and his acting was incredible as a monster. And my close second is the Smashing Machine. But I hope Frankenstein gets this award. He really will deserve for Elordi, 100%. I would go to this one, but this is one I'm actually least gonna watch. Live action short film. Um, so guys, just give me your one word response, just to name which one you think will win this. Just really brief for this one. Abner, will go with you first.
I'm gonna be real with you. I have not seen any of these
Yep,
films.
exactly.
Comment on it.
That's why it's very brief. Malik, just give me your chosen winner.
Have not heard of
I
singers.
know. I
Singers.
okay. And Perry.
So with these, I kind of like, because I haven't seen them. I kind of like to go with the one that sounds the coolest or funniest. I'm gonna go with two people exchanging saliva.
Wow, that's a name. That's crazy. That's a name even. Okay, I'm not picking any of these because, like I said, okay, I like Wizard of Oz, so I'll pick A Friend of Dorothy. Whatever, I'll go with that.
Wait, that
What?
James Dean. Okay.
Yeah. And okay, another one that I'm not really interested in, international feature film. Abner, just give me the one that stands out to you the most. I guess.
Hey, I mean, it feels like we're just picking countries here, to be honest, because I haven't seen any.
Literally, yeah.
Um, but I have heard a lot about Sentimental Value and
Hmm.
also the Brazilian one. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go with Sentimental Value here.
Malik.
France.
No, give us the movie name. Not on the list under France.
Oh, I thought that was the name. My fault.
Oh.
It was just an accident.
It was. You're right.
Yeah.
Perry,
This one, I'm going with the one that was nominated for Best Picture. Give me Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
I'll go with The Secret Agent because the guy won Best Actor at the Golden Globes for that movie. So I'll go with Brazil. Now, okay, finally back to normal. Film editing. F1, Mario Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, or Sinners. Avenue, your pick.
I'm gonna go with F1 here. Um, I think the way that they're able to blend those car scenes together really does a good job. Um, you know, it's either that or Sinners. Like for me, they're close for me in that department.
Blake?
I'd say my answer is also kind of gonna be biased because I'm gonna go with F1 as well, especially watching it in 4DX. I don't want to say it kept you guessing, but it kept you like at the edge of your seat the entire time from start to finish.
That's
F1
better
is a
wording.
movie where it's like you could watch it. There's some movies that are great when you watch it in theaters, but you're not really feel like watching it at home. F1 is a movie you can watch it in theaters and watch it like 3 times at home. It's
Yeah,
so
but
amazing.
it's much better watch in theaters.
No,
For
for sure.
sure.
Always.
Perry?
So for this one, I think what should win is either Sentimental Value or Marty Supreme. I think with Marty Supreme, like I said before, it gets crazier and crazier, and the editing goes along with that. And Sentimental Value really dives into its setting and the editing with that. But I think what will win is One Battle After Another. That condenses like a 3-hour movie into a very high-paced action dramedy, and I think it does a really good job with that. So I'm going to go with One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I have to say F1 for this because watching Marty Supreme and watching Sinners, not watching One Battle yet or Sentimental Value, just the editing from F1, it tells you that it was only meant for a movie theater watch. If you watch it at home, you don't have the same experience. And that's why F1 should win film editing. It's just the same man who directed Top Gun Maverick, Kaczynski, he went all out, especially with the camera angles, the directing. He did phenomenal. So I really hope F1 gets with Sinners as my close second. Documentary short film, no, that I could skip, but again, I respect this. Nominees: All the Empty Rooms, Armed Only with the Camera. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Children No More, War in Argonne, The Devil is Busy, and Perfectly a Strangeness. Same thing, guys. Here, just give me your chosen winner. Malik, we'll go with you first. I know. Just read off one movie name that you think will win.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. Armed Only with a Camera, Life and Death of Brent Renard.
Malik.
You just went.
Abner.
Perry. Yeah.
Perfectly a Strangeness.
Abner.
I don't believe Abner.
I think Abner had to step out for a second.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'm gonna pick. I don't even know what to pick. All the Empty Rooms. It just sounds depressing. This one I can skip again, but documentary feature film, The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mission Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor. Well, let's bring in Abner. All right, Abner, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, guys, my iPad died.
All right, Abner, give us your chosen winner for documentary feature film, The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mission Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor.
Again, I have not seen any of these films.
Yep, I know.
I'm gonna go with The Perfect Neighbor because why not?
Malik?
I haven't seen any of these, but I'm gonna go with Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Reason being is because remember that movie that Seth Rogen did? It was Seth Rogen and James Franco that got in trouble.
The interview.
It just for some reason reminded me of that. I don't know why, but it just reminded me of that.
Perry?
Give me Come See Me in the Good Light.
I'll go with The Perfect Neighbor. Like Abner said, why not? Finally, one of the better categories, directing, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners. Abner, we'll go you first. Which one do you think will win Best Director?
God, man, this is one of the toughest choices.
Yeah.
There. To be honest, Hamnet was one of my favorite movies of the year. So was Sinners. I'm gonna go with Ryan Coogler and Sinners.
Malik,
Ryan Coogler is my guy, but I high-key think Barty Supreme might get this one.
Perry.
I would have loved to see Danny Boyle and Eva Victor in this, but I'm gonna go with Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. He hasn't won Best Director yet. I think this is his year,
I think he won at the Golden Globes for Best Director.
but not an Oscar.
Right. So my pick for Best Director is Coogler with PTA as the second option. Costume design: Avatar, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Mari Supreme, Sinners. Malik, will go you first.
That's
you
an
got?
easy Avatar.
Perry
Give me Hamnet.
and Abner.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Wicked was nominated for this last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But now they have 0 this year.
So this feels like a category that they should have been nominated in at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have gone with them for that. But man, I can't give it to Avatar because it's just not like what costumes are there. It's
You're
all
right. It's CGI. You're right.
So I think I'm gonna go with Hamnet. Just it's literally a period piece. So
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Avatar was even in this category because, like you said, it's mostly CGI. All they're wearing is just polka dots. So I'm confused as to why that's even in this. But I'm going with either Frankenstein or Sinners, because again, Frankenstein mostly because Jacob Elordi, his costume was incredible. He looked like a real monster. Like he actually creeped me out. And Sinners, they did a great job with that throwback outfits. And fun fact, those costumes in Sinners is around the same design they were going to use for the next eventual Blade movie, which got canceled. Cinematography: Frankenstein, My Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Abner, what you got?
So to me, cinematography is the movie that kind of utilizes cameras in the best way to make it look the most pretty. That's how I kind of define it. I'm gonna go with Sinners on this. The visuals in that movie were insane. Like they draw you in. So to me, it's Sinners.
Malik?
I'm gonna agree with Abner on this one. For Sinners.
Perry?
So for this one, my winner, once again, is not on the list. 28 years later, that movie was completely shot on an iPhone. So it's kind of crazy that it looks that great and it's not getting any recognition. I do agree with both of you that Sinners is beautiful, but I'm going to go with Train Dreams.
Was it actually?
I got it.
28 years later, yeah.
Yeah,
on an iPhone?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with either Sinners or Frankenstein for cinematography, with Sinners being my hopeful winner. Casting, this is one of the newer ones. I think it's either casting or best ensemble, but I think it's casting. You have Hamnet, My Supreme, One Battle, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. I'm going with either Sinners or My Supreme. Abner, what you got? Real quick.
I think this is the category that Marty Supreme takes it. That casting was just perfect.
Perry?
I'm kind of confused by this category. I would think that Sentimental Value would get it because all of the actors are nominated for best in their categories. But I'm going to go with One Battle After Another.
Malik?
I would go with Sinners on this one.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going with Sinners or My Supreme. I won't be surprised if Hamnet wins, but those are my top two. Animated short film, again, a list we've not seen before or not watched before. So again, we're gonna call just some names: Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters. I'm going with Butterfly. Abner.
I'm not gonna comment on it. I haven't seen any.
Fair enough. Malik. Malik.
You're muted.
My leg is
Forever
going,
Green. I keep forgetting I'm muted. Forever Green.
Give me a retirement plan.
Yeah, actually, I'll go the same thing as Perry. That sounds relaxing. Animated feature film. Dude, this one, I think I know who the winner is, but we have Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Emily, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2 is the biggest animated film of all time. So I think
That's
this
not
is
true.
What do you mean it's not true? Box office wise,
Neja 2.
whatever. But I've heard Zootopia 2 is one of the biggest animated films, money wise. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Zootopia 2 with K-pop as my number 2 option. Abner, what you got?
I'm going with Zootopia just because of all the records and the story was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then K-pop for a second.
Malik, off mute.
Yes. I will go for K-pop Demon Hunters, actually.
Wait, Perry, did you give us your answer?
I would pick Neja 2 if it was here, but I'm going to go with Zootopia 2. Although I think K-pop will win it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close race between K-pop and Zootopia, but I'll be happy if Zootopia wins this, obviously. Elio was one of the... What?
Now that I think about it, I think K-pop will win it because we've already seen a Zootopia before versus K-pop. They might deem it as like the original thing, so they might give it to K-pop. We'll see.
I guess. I mean, I'm surprised Elio's on here because Elio, money-wise, was the worst film for Disney, Pixar. So I'm surprised that's in this category. But anyways, next up, we're almost at the end. Actress in a supporting role: Ellie Fanning, Inga Ib's daughter, what a name. Amy Madigan from Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners, and Tiana Taylor from Wamba After Another. Malik, what you got?
I really liked Weapons. I'll be honest with you. I'll go that route.
Amy Madigan?
Yes.
Abner, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Amy Madigan from Weapons. That was the crazy lady, and that's scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
Perry?
I would have loved to see Jodie Comer and Odessa Zion in this, but give me Inga Ib's daughter, Lilias, from Sentimental Value. Her performance is devastating.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the one from Sinners or the one from Weapons. I've not seen Weapons yet. I'm not a huge horror fan like that, but I've heard some great things about it, and I've heard that they're making a spin-off of Amy Madigan's character. So I'm going with either Sinners or the Weapons women. Actress in a leading role, so Best Actress: Jessie Buckley from Hamnet, Rose Byrne from If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kit Hudson from Song Blue, Renee Rainsvay from Cinema Value, and Emma Stone from Begonia. Perry, what you got?
This one, I believe, belongs to Jessie Buckley. Her performance in Hamnet was absolutely devastating and very real. It's hers.
Abner?
I'm going to pick Jessie Buckley as well. That performance was gut-wrenching. Watching it, you just feel like, I mean, it's a mother losing her son, and she plays it phenomenal. And she already won in the Golden Globes as well. So
Yeah.
She killed it. So
Malik?
I'll say the same thing. Also, even for Begonia, I haven't
Begonia.
seen it. Begonia, yes.
It's a weird film.
I haven't seen it, but I have not heard the best things about it. I'll be honest with you.
I loved it, me personally.
Yeah, so I will go with Jessie Buckley.
I think Buckley sweeps this award. If not, I think Renee Rinsvay from Cinema Value could end up stealing it, but I think we all agree that Buckley gets this award from having it.
I'm shocked that Chase Infinity and Eva Victor weren't nominated. But
Well, there are snubs out there, many
Yeah.
more. All right, another one of the big ones: actor in supporting role. Benicio del Toro from One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo from Sinners, Sean Penn from One Battle After Another. So they have two nominees for this one, and Stellan Skarsgård from Similar Value. Perry, what you got?
I would love to see Stellan Skarsgård win this, but I think Sean Penn is going to take it. His character in One Battle After Another is absolutely terrifying, and I don't think anybody else could have played him.
Abner?
Unfortunately, I have not seen any of these movies except Sinners. I'm
Mhm.
going to see One Battle After Another in the upcoming month. But I'm going to have to pick Sinners through Orlando.
Malik?
I'm gonna agree with Perry on this one for One Battle After Another.
I have seen two of these films on this list, and so I won't be mad if it was Jacob Elordi or Delroy Lindo. They're both incredible, but this is one of those categories where I don't really care who wins. I respect everyone. They're all from amazing movies. So this one, I'll be fine with anyone, but Delroy Lindo, I hope wins this. He was amazing. As for Elordi, those are my top two.
Once again, I'm really surprised Paul Mescal from Hamnet isn't in there, and
He's
Ray Fiennes as well.
Paul Mescal should have been the best actor, not in a supporting role. Best actor.
Either
But
one,
he's
he's not there.
I know, which is weird. But this is actually this is our last two now. Best actor. This is one of those tough ones. Chalamet from Mars Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke from Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan from Sinners, and Wagner Moore from The Secret Agent. Wagner Moore won Best Actor in the Golden Globes, so just take that for what you will. Perry, we'll go to you first. What you got?
I would have loved to see Jesse Plemons in this for Begonia. He
Yeah.
absolutely steals this show in that. But I'm going to go with Timothée Chalamet. I think he gets his first Oscar win. He just embodies the role of Marty Supreme. He is Marty Mauser in his pursuit for greatness. So I honestly, this was one of his career best performances. I think it should belong to him.
Abner?
I'm torn about this because Leo is my favorite actor of all time.
Wow.
And I haven't seen One
Okay.
Battle After Another, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to wait for that to really make a full decision. But
Mhm.
based on the information that I have, I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan. The way that he portrays two different characters in that
Yeah.
movie, with the setup rig that he had to have on, the way that you could see which character he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
They're both next to each other, and you could see the differences in his acting style. That, to me, I mean, Michael B. Jordan takes that win for me.
Malik? I see him mute again.
Muted.
Sorry, I would say Marty Supreme. Timothy Shah. How long has he been playing table tennis? It was
6
what
years.
movie was
6 years. He said
what
6
movie
years.
was it where he would bring it on to set?
Dune.
Dune.
Said Dune.
Oof.
I think it was a set of Dune. Yeah,
Yeah.
when he started rehearsing since then, like
Yeah.
that alone is like what's crazy to me.
Dedication right there.
Yeah,
So he was practicing for 6 years for this role. So is that your pick, Chalamet?
yeah.
I'm going with Michael B. Jordan. Like Abner said, he played two roles, and I can imagine how hard it is to portray two different characters in one movie, even as twins. That just sounds exhausting, and that just shows you the level of talent he has. So Michael B. Jordan is my number one pick, with Chalamet as 2, and DiCaprio as 3. But yes, I hope Michael Jordan gets this. Michael B. Jordan. Guys,
I think
what's up?
No, I was saying I think I had Michael B. Jordan as my 2 as well.
Oh, did you?
Because like I think the only time we've seen that where it's like one character, well, from the top of my head, like probably just Liv and Maddie. It's like one of the few times like I've seen
Parent Trap.
All right, guys.
Parent Trap too, yes.
Last category, the biggest category of the Oscars, Best Picture, and it's a pretty stacked one. So we gotta be really quick in our explanations for this. Nominees: Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Perry, which one do you have winning Best Picture?
For my pick, I think what should win is Sentimental Value. That was my number one for the year, but I'm going to pick one battle after another to win Best Picture here and give PTA the prestigious award.
Abner?
I'm really glad that this list is long, because like that everybody can be satisfied. Um, Hamnet was one of my favorite movies of the year. Amazing movie, incredible. But I'm gonna have to go with Sinners here. The impact that it had, the creativity. It's a completely original film, which is what Hollywood needs the most right now to create big original films. I mean, so is Hamnet, but it's based on a book. And the impact that that movie had for those few months that it was coming out, I'm gonna go with Sinners here.
I have to go with either Sinners or I don't think this is gonna win, but I really want F1 to win this so bad. I love the director for this movie. I love the casting, the editing, the sound design, or the sound. It just felt like you're actually driving in a race car, and the fact that it was directed by the same man who made Top Gun Maverick. The music was incredible, and all the same reasons for Sinners, man. That was a great horror movie that I've seen in theaters. Thank God, because I'm not a big horror fan. So I'll be ecstatic, and I will not be sleeping if Sinners or F1 wins. With I guess with my third one being My Supreme as my third choice. The rest, good for them, but I won't be as happy. So my top three is 1 Sinners, 2 F1, and 3 Mario Supreme. Those are my top 3 picks. And guys, without further ado, this was
Wait,
our
what
last.
about Malik?
Oh, I thought Malik did his, no?
No.
But go for it, my bad.
I would really want F1 to win, not gonna lie, but if I were to be more realistic, I think Sinners might win this one. If not, Marty Supreme for recency bias.
Recency,
Kind of
okay.
way.
Well, when do they vote? When do they vote though? Because then depends on when they vote.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
what?
Like when does the Academy submit their votes? We would have to know that information.
I think the votes are already. I saw a tweet when they began the voting. And I think I saw the tweet when they ended voting. Just I think last week. I think.
So,
Or just I don't know a while ago because the nominees are already out. So the voting has ended a good while ago, but I don't know exactly when. All right, did we all give our picks for this category?
Yep.
All right, guys. With that said, we've gone through our 2 topics in under an hour, literally, and I'm actually happy about that. I'm actually surprised. Stay tuned for the Oscars March 15th. And Abner and Malik, I'll see both tonight for the early fan screening of Send Help, which I cannot wait for. Perry, Malik, William, thanks for joining. This has been Season 2, Episode 4 of the Film Room. Episode 5 will be pretty soon in the near future. And guys, with that said, hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a great day. And I'm moving to Jeremy. We got Perry, Malik, William. That said, guys, we out.
Take care.